On June 14, 2025, deputies from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department raced to a home in Landers, California, after reports of a man acting erratically turned out to be Cher's 48-year-old son, Elijah Blue Allman. Emergency medical personnel were already evaluating him when officers arrived, and a subsequent search turned up illicit substances inside the residence. Within hours, the musician known as P. Exeter Blue was admitted to a nearby Joshua Tree hospital in what authorities are treating as a suspected drug overdose. But this wasn't the first time his life took a dangerously sharp turn.
In December 2023, driven by growing alarm over Elijah's repeated crises, Cher petitioned the Los Angeles County Superior Court for a temporary conservatorship of his estate, arguing that his long-standing battles with addiction and mental health issues left him incapable of handling his own finances. She warned that any distributions from the trust, set up by his late father, would likely be funneled straight back into substance use, putting his safety at risk. By September 2024, however, the public legal clash had ended quietly. After private family mediation, Cher voluntarily withdrew her petition, choosing to focus on healing their bond over continuing a court battle. Yet legal filings are only one piece of a much larger family saga. In April 2025, Marie Angela King, Elijah's wife of nearly 13 years, officially filed for divorce on April 8th, citing irreconcilable differences and requesting $6,000 per month in temporary spousal support, plus exclusive use of their shared vehicle unless compensated otherwise. Behind the scenes, this split followed Elijah's own 2021 divorce filing and dismissal in early 2024, underscoring the couple's on-again, off-again relationship. During those earlier divorce proceedings, King made a startling allegation. She claimed Cher had hired 4 men to whisk Elijah away from their New York hotel room on the night of their wedding anniversary in November 2022. An accusation Cher vehemently denied, calling the situation a tragic byproduct of her son's ongoing struggles. This legal and personal drama adds another layer to a family saga already marked by court battles and public scrutiny.
By his own account, Elijah's battle with substances began at just 11, when weed and ecstasy felt like a rite of passage. "I started with drugs around the same time that we all did, around 11, he told Entertainment Tonight in February 2014. What began as teenage experimentation quickly escalated. That's when you turn to those kind of drugs, heroin and opiates, he admitted, recalling that heroin at the time kind of saved me.
If I didn't have that at that point, I don't know what I would have done. Even thinking he could manage his use proved dangerously naive. He's confessed to some close calls and some moments of really feeling at the edge of mortality, a chilling testament to how addiction can spiral out of control in an instant. But these challenges didn't arise in a vacuum. They echo a generational fight.
In the 1970s, Elijah inherited more than his father's musical talent. He also carries the legacy of Greg Allman's own fierce battle with addiction. Greg rose to fame as the charismatic frontman of the Allman Brothers Band, but behind the acclaim lay a relentless heroin habit and heavy drinking that nearly derailed both his career and his marriage to Cher. Their whirlwind union in 1975 collapsed within months as Cher confronted Greg's substance issues head-on. She filed for divorce just 9 days after saying, "I do," blaming his heroin and liquor problems for their split. Greg's struggles didn't end there.
By 1976, he was arrested on federal drug charges, and his addiction contributed to the fracturing of the band itself, as tensions over drug use and testimony against road manager John "Scooter" Herring tore the group apart. Despite periods of sobriety, he never fully shook free of addiction, ultimately succumbing to health complications linked to years of substance abuse when he died in 2017. These inherited battles cast a long shadow, from the breakups of rock and roll icons to the private crises of their son. The Allman family story is one of creative triumph seen through the prism of addiction, and it's a struggle that Elijah now fights in his own right. Rumors suggest that despite withdrawing her petition in September 2024, Cher quietly reserved the right to reopen the case. Her attorneys asked the court to dismiss without prejudice, meaning a new conservatorship bid could emerge if Elijah's struggles worsen. Reports claim insiders remain divided. Some believe a formal conservatorship might finally give Elijah the structure he needs, while others worry it could strip away his autonomy and further strain their fragile relationship. As speculation mounts, one thing is clear. The next move could redefine both Elijah's path to recovery and the lengths a mother will go to protect her child. Elijah's life has been a patchwork of soaring highs and devastating lows. Born into rock royalty, shaped by his parents' tumultuous marriages, and marked by battles that span generations. From a young teen chasing temporary escapes in drugs, to a son under the glare of legal guardianship talks, to today's latest overdose scare, his story underscores how fame and family wealth offer no immunity against addiction. As Cher weighs her next legal steps and Elijah confronts yet another crisis, we're left to wonder, will this moment finally become the catalyst for true recovery, or will it become yet another chapter in a legacy defined by struggle? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, Elijah's journey is far from over, and the next twist may prove the most pivotal of all.